Hi, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can batch import estimates from text, Excel, or even IIF files into QuickBooks Online using Access Online. So let's start off by opening our Access Online app and connecting to our QuickBooks Online company file. So we're going to select the company. So the first step in the process is to create a AX, which will instruct Access on how to upload those estimates. So I'm going to select the Access menu and then create. I'll give my estimate AX a name. And then I'm going to upload the file that contains my estimates into Access Online. So I have a number of sample file formats here that I'm going to use for this demonstration. If you're uploading your own, just remember that the file needs to have a header row, which is the description of what's contained in each column, and has repeating rows of data underneath that. So this is an estimate file. It's in text format, and I'm going to click Save. So next we're going to say what type of actions we're going to be doing. We'll be doing a file upload, and whenever we use this AX, we're going to import as an estimate. So let's just expand this out so we can see a little bit more of the detail here. So this is where it comes to where we effectively map the fields in the estimate to the corresponding columns in the import file. So what you'll notice here on the left-hand side, we have all the fields on an estimate in QuickBooks, and we're going to align those to the columns in the import file. So we know we have a document number column in the estimate upload file, and we can go through and map the important fields that we know we're going to need. Any of those marked with this exclamation mark are mandatory, so we know we're going to have to definitely map that field. So let's select the customer. And we'll scroll down a little bit further. Now there are a lot of fields here that you can map, and descriptions of what of each of these do are included if you mouse over it. But we know we're going to keep this fairly simple, so we're going to just map the most important ones. So we've got a description. We've got an item, which is the product or service that we're selling. And we know we're going to need also to map the quantity and the amount. If any of these fields you don't have a value for, you can actually override, or you can put in your own one here. So I'm going to put this in as a static date. So that will apply to all rows when we import that data. You also have the ability to set up what we call search and replace functions. So this might be, we want to look up customer lookup, and so that will search on one particular word and replace with another. So that helps you when you're processing or making the imports more powerful. So once we've done that, we can save the mapping. So this can be reused when we want to import again. And we can also just see what the map fields are. You get a brief idea of what sample data will be used from the import file. So if we're happy with that, we click on Next, and Access will display a summary of the data that will be imported on the estimates. Now you have the opportunity here to modify those if you need to, and we can just update that, and that will apply so we can actually change the information before it's imported. So once we've selected those rows, we can click on Import. Access will validate the data before it's imported, and then begin the process of directly adding those transactions to your QuickBooks Online company file. And you'll see here a status that the estimate has been imported. We can click on a View button. It will take us into your QuickBooks Online company file and show you the estimate that we've just imported. So we can check to make sure all the data is in the correct format. Equally, we can select, if it's not, we can select the ability to undo that, so we can actually delete that transaction from QuickBooks Online and reattempt it with the correct data. So that's very simply how you use Access to import estimates from text, Excel or IFF files directly into your QuickBooks Online company file.